Yo, YouTube, man, we back here for another video. I just want to tell you guys, I need a favor. Please go check out the video I just did with Barber Crispy Chris from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dope individual. He got me right. I've been knowing Chris for like 6 or 7 years now. He was able to link and get the pod done. Just dope individual, man. I was able to get his story, get his likes, his dislikes. He got a origin history story in basketball, so was able to get that from him. Stylish guy, so was able to, pick his brain on style and fashion, but just really dope, solid like guy. And that's the type of guy I want to be around. So please go check that out. That just came out. My guy Crispy Chris. He's on Facebook. Y'all can check him out if you're from the Milwaukee area. Book with him, man. He'll get you right. You will not regret it. But yeah, man, on other news and NBA news, man, I just gotta say, man, hold your head up, Kyrie Irving. Just saw that he got injured. He tore his ACL, man. That's so unfortunate, man. Because I had high hopes for that Mavs team with AD coming over. AD got hurt the first game, but AD should be coming back soon. But maybe next year, man, if that team stays intact, they could do something. Because I like the guys on that team: Kyrie, AD, Clay, PJ Washington, Gafford. What's the other big, man? I'm having a blank right now. Derek Lively. I like that team. So hopefully they can bounce back and do something next year. And shout out to the Lakers, man. They moved up to the 2 seed. Been a Bron fan since I was 12. So always rooted for Bron, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to Luka being able to ingratiate himself with that culture and that team and do good things, excuse me. And shout out to the Bucks, man. Got to show some love to the hometown team, man. I was a little nervous with the Kyle Kuzma trade. I always loved Kyle Kuzma's game, but I wasn't sure how that was going to work with our team just replacing Chris Middleton. But he's been able to find his flow and have his impact with our team. So it's cool to see, man. Giannis is healthy, playing well. Dame is healthy, playing well. Kevin Porter we got in the trade, which is a steal. He's been playing well for us. So hopefully we can keep this going into the playoffs and avoid injuries. Because like I told Chris, we have not been able to defend our title properly yet because every year somebody's been hurt. If not Giannis, Chris, Dame. Come on, man. I'm about to be back. But yeah, man, we just haven't been able to defend our title. But hopefully this year, man, we can go into the playoffs, full roster, everybody healthy, and just make a nice run, man. That's all I want to see from the Bucks, man. So I'm rooting for us. I'm going to be tapped in. Hopefully we can do work. But now that we got that out the way, so on this pod, I would say the three pillars of this pod are, number one, of course, God, basketball, and barbering. If I'm going to talk about anything on this pod, it's going to be those three things. Mainly basketball. I would say basketball pods or basketball episodes are the bulk of the content. But clippers and cutting hair and the barbering game, that's definitely, a must to talk about too. And every video, I definitely try to make sure it's done in a way that gives glory to God. So that's the overarching theme to all of it. But also, man, I'm a big movie fan, and I try to stay locked in with political matters and just what's going on in the world. So that stuff and just social issues I try to mention on the pod. And movies, like I said, I'm a big movie buff, and I just saw the movie Mufasa, The Lion King, and I would say thumbs up for me, man. It was dope. I love The Lion King. Been watching The Lion King since I was damn near a baby, so I love the story, love the characters, and I've even loved what Disney is starting to do with just the live action movies. Like, I'm a fan of that. But the movie was dope. Like, it was cool to see, how these characters came to be and all that. But my one it's not against the movie, it's more so for the writers. And the movie took place in Africa. So I'm going to just associate that Scar and Mufasa and all them lions is black. Took place in Africa. I know it's white people in South Africa, but you know what I mean. I'm going to just associate all of them with being black. My one knock, and hopefully I'm not seen as a misogynist or nothing like that, because that's not my heart. But the one thing I didn't like in terms of the writing is, why is it that Scar's dad just wasn't shit? And excuse me for not having a better word, but if you saw the movie, like, you know firsthand, there's no other word to describe Obasi. Like, he wasn't shit. Like, point blank, period. Now, Scar's mom, who's Scar's original name was Taka. The mom, I think her name was Eshe. She was A1. The love she showed Mufasa and Scar, the nurturing, and the fact that she also hunted and had that side too. Just the overall, just complete individual that was just dope. And it was just sad to see that she got killed. But I just didn't like, and mind you, if this movie was real, all the stuff that took place in that movie was real, I would have no complaints about it, because that's what really happened. I would actually have a complaint if they strayed away from the truth and didn't tell the truth. But if it's fake, it's fiction, somebody made that up. And my problem is, like, especially in the black community, just fathers in our community, don't get me wrong, it's getting better, but the role of black fathers in the black community definitely needs to improve. It needs to get better. There are so many children in our community out there who fathers not around. They may even be around, but just not doing what they're supposed to do. So the fact that Disney wrote in the movie that the dad just wasn't shit, and ultimately played a role in the rift between the two sides, between Mufasa and Scar, just, it was bad, man. Like, why y'all got, it's already enough fathers in real world who not doing what they're supposed to do, and just bad people. Why is it that in a fiction movie y'all gotta still have that narrative that dads ain't shit? And I say it, all dads wasn't like that in the movie, but the one male figure who was supposed to have the biggest impact was the worst individual. Like, Obasi was trash, pure trash. Like, he did, and what was crazy, Obasi was so bad, and he tried to be so just poor towards Mufasa that actually helped him. So when Mufasa grew up and he wanted to be around the males, Obasi made him be around the females. That actually was an advantage for Mufasa, because Eshe taught him how to hunt. And him knowing how to hunt and just be masculine and instinctive and know how to protect, that set him, I would say, a few notches above Scar when it came to just being a king and being a certain type of figure. Scar was behind because his dad just set a poor example for him. He didn't want him to hunt. He didn't want him. He said lying was okay, and lying should be a tool when you become king. He was just a horrible example for Scar, or Taka. And eventually, and then he put the seed into Taka that, oh, Mufasa is a stray. One day he will betray you. Well, Mufasa loved Scar to death, man. That was his brother. That was his homie. That was his friend. And then just to put that into Scar, which I just felt bad for him. Like, why is it that the dad, who was supposed to be one of the strongest figures in a child's life and have one of the biggest impacts in the child life, isn't shit in the movie in terms of Obasi? And, like, just knowing the dynamic in the real world of dads, especially in the black community, isn't the best. Why would you keep that narrative in something that's made up? Like, seriously, why you couldn't have it balanced? Why couldn't Scar, or why couldn't Obasi and Eshe be dope? Like, why they both couldn't be dope? Like, if I had to rewrite the movie, I would say that Scar found Mufasa. They became brothers. They loved each other. But Obasi and Eshe taught Mufasa certain things that eventually helped him be superior to Scar. Scar became jealous and had a rift towards Mufasa, something like that, where it's balanced. Because in real life, I love my mom to death. Seeing my mom as an example taught me certain things in life: how to be nurturing, caring, understanding, just be loving. Like my mom gave me those qualities because I watched her put those on display every day. But my dad also gave me certain things too. It was a balance, hard work, determination, being a dog, how to critically think, strategically think, how to just be a man, be protective, all that. They both gave me all those things which helped me become the man I am today. I would not be the man I am today if it wasn't for my dad and if it wasn't for my mom. I needed both. And it's like why Disney couldn't write in that movie that type of narrative for people to see it as an example in today's world. Like I know it's fake and it's not that deep, but like, come on, man, we got enough dads who ain't shit in real life. Well, y'all got to make up another dad in a fake movie who ain't shit too. Come on now, and excuse my language. I'm trying to get monetized. But if you saw that movie, there is no other word to describe Obasi. That mother wasn't shit. And like, just in terms of being a man and being, protecting your family. There was a scene in the movie where the white lions, who were the villains, had to jump on Obasi's pride, and they came to basically take over the pride. And you knew, like, essentially, like those white lions were gonna kill Obasi's pride. I'm gonna say this as a man. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a street guy. But if you come into my house and you come in to cause harm to my family, and I'm gonna be clear when I say this, and you got to jump on me, and you trying to do something to me, understand that you're not gonna walk me down, and I'm gonna definitely mess your lick up. That's all I'm gonna say when it comes to that. Like I'm going out on my shield. If I gotta die for my family, fighting for them, I'm gonna do that. That's instinctively ingrained in me, just as a man, that I got from my pops. And the fact that y'all got this ass lion in this movie claiming to be a king, but he can't even protect his own family or just put good things into his son is poor, man, because you see too much of that on the outside world. So it would have been cool to show some good representation in that movie of what a good dad is. Yeah, you saw Mufasa's dad in the beginning, but like his dad wasn't in the movie really. You seen Obasi mainly in the Bad White Lion, but you seen Obasi mainly as the male figure in Mufasa's life, and it would have been cool to see some type of balance in the movie. Because essentially, Obasi, when I was talking to my wife, that was the root of the issues of for both sides when it came to Mufasa and when it came to Scar, and just that riff. Like, so it would have been cool to see something different with that. But all in all, the movie was A1. I'm actually gonna watch it again when I'm done here. Like, beautiful movie, beautiful story. It was cool to see just the origins of how they got to Pride Rock, and like how Mufasa got with his wife Sarabi. They ended up having Simba. Like that was cool to see. I would tell anybody, go check out the movie. 5 out of 5 for me. I just thought the writing could have been done a little different to show some positive fathers in the movie. I mean, I guess like Mufasa's dad was in the beginning, but you know what I mean. The main male figure in the movie who was supposed to be a good dad wasn't shit. So it would have been cool to see like Scar have some type of positive male figure in his life, because essentially that's what made him how he was. Don't get me wrong, Scar made decisions and made choices, but the roots and the seeds of why he was the way he was because his dad was the way he was. So I would tell you to go check it out, man. Again, man, on this pod, God, basketball, barbering, but I'm gonna definitely sprinkle in like some movie stuff, social issue stuff, because there's more to me than just that stuff. Like, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Can't wait for some of the new Avengers stuff. Doomsday, Secret Wars. I heard Kang is coming back. That's gonna be cool to see. Robert Downey Jr. is Victor Von Doom. That's cool to see. Doctor Doom. Like, I'm cool to see what they do with the new Black Panther 3, if they recast. I'm recast T'Challa. I'm a movie cartoon fan, man. Like the guy who played in the guy who did, so they just did a biopic of the Malcolm X Dr. Martin Luther King story. The actor who played Malcolm X is gonna be the Green Lantern, and I love the Green Lantern, so hopefully they do that right. So it's a lot of stuff I like to do in terms of just hobbies when I'm not working, not cutting hair, not driving a truck, and I'm not with with my family, man. When I got some downtime, like I love to watch movies and like yeah, man. So you definitely gonna see a little bit of that sprinkled into the pod. But I will please ask y'all to go check out the Crispy Chris video, man. Dope individual, did a really good job with my haircut, and it was a smooth conversation. And just some of the videos I got coming in the future, man. We're trying to get monetized. We're trying to get to a certain status with this pod, man. So anything y'all do helps. I love y'all. I'm gonna edit this up. I'm gonna turn on Mufasa Lion King again and just enjoy some downtime before I gotta go get my girls. So y'all take it easy, man. Have a good day.